Hi, welcome to Rank Harvest. It is an unusual day here in Poway because it is raining. It's always nice when the hills turn green, even if it is for just a couple months or so. Now, although we're located in Poway, we have clients all over the United States, in fact, all over the world. We're very proud of the fact that we've done business with clients in over 20 countries across the globe. But I wanted to put a short video together specifically for our Poway neighborhood about SEO due to some changes that are coming. So today is November 7th, and it's looking like this country, or at least major portions of it, are going to be going through a second lockdown here pretty soon. Europe's already in a lockdown. Joe Biden, who is yet to even be formally announced as the next president, is already talking about lockdowns. So I think it's safe to assume that those lockdowns are also going to be coming through Poway here pretty soon. Now, thankfully, Poway doesn't have a ton of retail stores. But the ones it does are about to get hit hard again, the same way they did back in March. And it's the same for restaurants. So if you have a retail storefront in Poway, you need to start preparing to bring at least a portion of your business online. You need to get your products and services in front of people who are still going to be spending money, but they're going to be doing it on the couch, locked down at home. And restaurants need to be prepared to go back to more of a carry-out and delivery service in order just to survive. So what does this mean for SEO? Now, you might not be able to get on page one for whatever product or service you offer on a national scale, but you might be able to do it just for folks located in Poway. It's called local SEO. You can kind of think of it like this. Google favors businesses that are in close proximity to wherever the searcher is located, and this is most powerful when someone's using a mobile phone. Comes into play most for restaurants. People have a lot of habits around searching for restaurants on mobile phones. And again, with restaurants, people don't have habits of doing deep dive searches for restaurants the way they do with certain products. Generally, they'll do a search for something like restaurants near me, and they'll pick from whatever restaurants are sort of at the top of the page or sort of in that kind of map that shows at the top of the page. They don't go clicking into page 2 and 3 looking for restaurants. And again, it's called local SEO, just to get found for folks that are kind of around you. Now, another thing is that you can expect... So local SEO is not terribly competitive in Poway right now. Most of Poway's restaurants and retail stores aren't that sophisticated when it comes to SEO, but that's going to change. The longer this upcoming lockdown lasts, the more those businesses are going to get desperate and start turning to SEO, and that's going to create a lot of competition. And the winners there are going to be the ones who got into it first. And if you don't have a website, get one. And if you don't know what a Google My Business account is, you need to find out. And most important, it's just you need to know that the world around us is changing and you need to change with it. There's not going to be a concept of in a year or two, lockdowns are maybe going to come to an end and suddenly your brick and mortar store is going to return to 100% capacity. People's habits change. A product that someone, a year ago would go into a retail physical store to get, now would rather go to a website and click buy and have it delivered to their front door. That's just the reality of the future. So the good news, though, is Poway has a powerful sense of community. For example, my family and I during this previous lockdown would specifically try to give our business to stores and restaurants that looked like they were struggling. And I think you can expect that to continue. And just keep the hope alive, make smart decisions, be ready to pivot, and be ready to have more of an online presence than you do now. It's probably going to come down to a matter of survival. But thankfully, there's a lot of folks out there like us that are here willing to help you with that.